Motivation, that's probably the question I get the most. I don't know if you get it the most, but my answer to like, where do you find motivation is usually you don't need it. Motivation isn't the factor that gets me to the gym. It's discipline. Yeah. And the thing I always come back to them about is like, you don't need motivation to go to the gym. You need discipline. So you need to find all those steps along the way. So finding a goal, finding your purpose, which will create habits that you do repetitively over time, which gives you your discipline. Habits create discipline. So once you form routine, form habits, it creates discipline. You don't need motivation. Motivation is just like the cherry on top. When it is there, man, training's amazing. Yeah, training's the best when you're actually motivated. But I mean, it's usually like one day out of the week. It's shoulder day for me. Arm day for you.
Yeah.
Shoulder day for me. That's when I'm motivated. But generally, when I'm at the gym, I'm not motivated to be there. I'm there because it's just a part of my life.
Right.
That's who I am. It's a part of my life. It's a part of my lifestyle. And that all comes back to I'm just disciplined. That's all it is. You don't need motivation. Do you get that question?
I do.
Are you motivated at the gym?
No. After 20 years of training, it gets a little boring at times. Some days, like spicing it up with like somebody like yourself, like when I'm around somebody on an elite level, there is a motivation there because I feel like there's a little bit of a challenge factor, and I mean there's camaraderie, but other than that, I'm pretty much a solo trainer, so it just has to get done.
Yeah.
So I just do it.
Yeah, I think that's it. You don't need motivation, just do it.
Discipline's a bit. Just do it. Nike got it right, you know what I mean?
You just do it. So food consumption for females. It's funny because how I eat is so different. And the weird thing is I've done every single diet under the sun. Like I've done keto, I've done high carbs,
You're pescatarian.
I was ovo-pescatarian, and then I was like, I ate a bunch of meat and no carbs. Like, and the crazy part is if you did it long enough, they all worked. Your body's so adaptable to what you throw at it. So you can adapt to like keto, you can adapt to intermittent fasting, you can adapt to eating 7 times a day. Like when I was bodybuilding, I was eating 6 or 7 meals a day. And now I honestly think I'm in probably the best shape of my life without trying as much. And I only eat 2 meals a day, which a lot of people think that's absolutely crazy. I did that because I find myself, I have a very busy lifestyle. I don't have time to eat 6 times a day. It's that I'm not competing, I'm not getting on stage. Like that was 100% my goal, my direction. Like that was my only job was, hey, you're getting on stage. So my job was eat, sleep, train, literally the life of a bodybuilder. And now it's like I have all these other things. I'm traveling, I have Flag or Fail, I've run everything. I have my own training app. So like I'm just busy. So food and like stopping to go warm up food, it just takes time. And I also find like when I eat, like you saw me, like when I eat, I slow down. Like my whole body just wants to be like, now let's go to sleep so that I can digest this.
Right.
And it just slows me down. My best training has always been fasted. Like I feel like I have better energy, I have better pumps fasted, which when you think about it, you never think like, no, I need to eat so I can get pumped and have energy. It's like, no, I have my best sessions then. But I think it all comes to like, you can kind of make whatever you want work.
Yeah.
And right now that just works for my lifestyle. And you just have to enjoy what you eat and also make it work for your lifestyle. So that's kind of what I do. Like, has your diet changed throughout the years, or you've been pretty consistent?
Yeah, since I've never really been a true competitor, never really stepped on stage and did that thing, and still don't even...
Yo, did once.
Yeah, technically a very small local show.
Whatever, you did it once.
Which nobody really knows about, that I never really talk about. But yes, other than that time, I have never really needed to diet and have never really had a goal. I guess I just enjoyed fitness and going to the gym, and always been an athlete. And then after college and I stopped playing ball, I just enjoyed weightlifting. I've always had more of an appetite, even since I was younger, and I still feel like I eat more probably than the average chick, I would say.
Well, you also have a lot more muscle
Well,
than the average
yes,
chick.
you might be burning a
So
little
you're
bit
burning
more.
a lot more, and I think that's where people misplace it. It's like when you do have muscle, you can eat more because
Sure.
muscle needs more energy. And
Yeah.
Food is energy.
I've never been like a big person for diets. I never have done keto. I've never, was never a fad dieter. I just kind of ate what I enjoyed eating.
So what do you eat?
I'm just like a steak and potatoes type of person.
Yes.
That's how I grew up, and like the chicken, the rice, but mostly I'm a huge red meat eater.
Yeah.
And I love fish too. And
You eat like a typical bodybuilder. Just
pretty much,
meat and
yeah.
carbs.
Yeah.
I
Throw
mean,
a couple of veggies, throw a couple
yeah.
of fruits in there.
Here and there, throw a little green thing for
And I do have
coloring.
a little bit of a sweet tooth though, so I don't want to totally lie. And I still do fast food. So there really isn't anything that's
Everything
off the menu. It's just
in moderation.
That's
I think
correct.
that's the big thing is, one, you can be very adaptable, and I
True.
think two, everything is in moderation. You only live YOLO. You only live once, so
Right. And I don't cut out alcohol. I mean,
yeah.
I still enjoy a nice beverage.
We've had a couple bevies. We have a couple bevies, but that's why we train,
Right.
so that you can have a bevy. It's all about balance and enjoying your life and knowing that you eat like everything. Mine's like a 90%. I have like 85, 90% is super clean, and then there's like 15% where it's
We
like
have some wiggle room.
yeah,
Right.
a little 15% wiggle room.
Yeah. And I don't mind eating the same stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I could eat the same meal pretty much
I
5 or 6 days a week.
Chicken and rice for the same.
There are some go-tos that I enjoy. Yeah, I agree. But I'm not going to be scared to toss in something crazy, like a whole pizza, and some burgers and tacos.
and a claw or two.
That's right.
And a glass of wine. I said glass, you're like bottle.
Whatever, you got it.
I was
You
trying
know
to
what I mean?
not. Usually it is bottle of wine a night. We won't say that though.
Let me think. John Bartolo.
Oh, John. Yeah.
And he always used to say, I only met him briefly, and the one thing stuck with me. He said, be who you are and own it. And I've really enjoyed that, and I've kind of been thinking about that since I met him. And I would say that's what you do.
It's sort of like my motto. I've never had like a single like quote, but like that's definitely like I have like a motto I live by. It's like just be yourself.
Yeah.
And like be happy with yourself. And I think the other thing I also kind of touch on is like you have the ability to change the way you look however you want, and I think you need to make decisions based on your opinion. And I think that's kind of why I'm here and I've gotten this far and I am who I am, because every decision that I made never had to do with someone else saying like, oh well, you should do this. Like
you
I've
stayed true to yourself.
I've literally had judges tell me to change my hair, go get implants, do this, stop training so heavy, you're too hard, you're too this. If I had listened to any of that and I had made one simple decision, I always talk about the butterfly effect. Like if you watch that movie, like the butterfly effect is so real, because if I made just one simple decision, could have changed the complete trajectory of my life.
Sure.
Like as stupid as like saying like me getting implants, it could have it definitely would have changed the complete trajectory. Maybe I would have been competing in figure. I probably wouldn't have won the Physique Olympia because I would have been trying to win figure, and I wouldn't have done that because my body shape isn't really for that. But I think the biggest thing is you need to like deep down make all decisions have to be based on you, not because you think it's going to make this person happy or because someone said so. Because as soon as you make a decision based on someone else's opinion, you've just lost yourself.
Yeah, I agree.